what's good? Say it to my face, okay? People was up fucking set about my blog yesterday. But I'm sorry. I don't feel like that one officer going to jail or getting guilty findings is enough for me. If it's enough for you, it's enough for you. There's no reason to come at me. But again, like I said, if you and your cousin Tito and your Uncle Bob and your sister Charisma all did a crime, you, Bob, Tito, and Charisma are all going to jail. Okay? One of you might get more time than the other, but you're all going to jail. There's not going to be where you are the only one on trial because you killed a person. You, Tito, Charisma, and Uncle Bob, because they were present, are all going to jail. I feel like the same should happen for these individuals because they did not stand there and watch their counterpart on someone's neck with their knee. They were on him as well. And this is why I feel like they all need time. If you don't feel that way and you feel like, score, one for justice, that's your business. I don't feel that. I don't feel like justice was served. I feel like one wrongdoer is in jail. But how many other people did he kill before he got to George Floyd? How many other people did the other ones help him kill before they got to George Floyd? So yes, I believe that they all should be getting a guilty verdict. And they all should be getting time behind bars. Because if they were normal civilians like us, that is how it will be. Me, Tito, Uncle Bob, and Charisma would all be in jail. We would all be on trial. We might all have separate lawyers trying to see who's going to get the least amount of time, but we would all be on trial. So why are they not? And for someone who hit me up to say, oh, I heard that the other ones are getting aided and abetting. You could have heard that, but that might not be the necessary fact because the last video I saw of the black one that was on George Floyd, he was in the market shopping for chips. So until I see them actually on trial or I see them actually in handcuffs going to jail for aiding and abetting, which we would get as charges, I don't believe it. I don't. And I still want to know why they're on paid vacation. Because again, if I was at the bank and I stole $100,000 from the bank, I would be in jail. I would not be getting a paid vacation and then I'd be able to choose a desk to work at the bank. There will be no second chance for me to steal any more money. How is it second chances for you to steal people's lives? Take people away from their family. And again, you always say, I would do this and I would do this. I'm going to be very honest with you. And I don't have to guesstimate, try to figure it out. If something happens to my son, it's over. They're going to have to write a whole bunch of new laws. They're going to have to build a new jail to put me under. And yes, it's easy for me to say it because it did not happen to me yet. However, it's easy for me to say it because I know who I am as a person. And I know without my children, I'm nobody. And I know I have daughters. I do. But my son, my one and only son, I dare any police station, any police district, any officer. My son's a Marine. But I see that y'all don't give a fuck about who's serving the country, what y'all did to that cop the other day. And honestly, I'm glad he sued. I'm glad he's suing. I'm glad those officers got fired. But it wasn't enough for me. Not the way they maced him. And this is a black man helping this fucking country that don't give a shit about him. And y'all mace him and do what? Yeah, I'm glad y'all got fired. I'm glad y'all got fired. I don't think it was enough. But I'm glad y'all got fired. All of y'all got fired. And I feel like the officers that had anything to do with George Floyd should be fired. The officers that had anything to do with that 20-year-old child that they just killed should be fired. The officer with that 13-year-old boy should be fired. They should be fired. And then brought up on charges. Okay? So don't come at me because I don't feel like we won because one officer got 3 charges. Because the judge still has to sentence him. Let's see how much time he gets in jail, okay? I love y'all to life. Please live it. Please live it. And I know y'all see my Minnie Mouse, but I'm not a Minnie Mouse fan. I'm a Daisy fan. Daisy is my chick. Love y'all to life. Deuces.